Yeah, hello. What's on? Oh, well, I'm good. I'm happy. This was that the Sportsman of the Year award, but I was a runners up. The one who was ahead of me was, I think, Paul Tergat.
Oh.
Paul Tergat won, and then I was the runners up.
Oh, this Kenyan.
Yeah, for the year, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I get that.
This one was All African Games in Zimbabwe. That was done in 1995. All African Games in Zimbabwe.
So that one is gold.
Yeah.
You want gold?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
In 95, Kings Cup. 1995. In silver, yeah, Kings Cup.
You also did Commonwealth in South Africa.
Twice, yeah.
Twice.
There was a Commonwealth Boxing Championships in South Africa.
And you won gold both times.
Yeah. This was the one actually from South Africa. This was All African Games. In Mashujaa Day.
Oh, here in Mashujaa Day.
Mashujaa.
Then there's Namibia.
Yeah.
You won gold.
Yeah.
Federation of East and Central Africa Championship.
Yeah, first gold. This was Mashujaa Day.
They honored you?
Yeah, 2015, I think.
What does that mean to you? When you see that, when you see people recognize the work you have put in, all the training, the coaching, the fighting, the traveling, all that, when you see people honor you.
You thank God as well too for giving you that
Grace.
talent, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jambo, Nairobi, leap into the thrill. Kenya's heartbeat whispers, feel the wildness spill. From Sunrise Park to the dusky embrace, with stories untold, let the rhythm take place. Wander through alleys where legends sit light, markets bursting with colors, a kaleidoscope ride.
Right, so I'm with one of Kenya's most decorated boxing champions ever. I'm talking about Omar Ahmed alias Kasongo himself in flesh. All right, so you have accomplished so much in your boxing career. The first question will be, what is the earliest memory do you have of yourself in boxing, in a boxing, maybe training academy or something? What is the earliest memory you have of boxing?
My earliest moments were when I was still a junior. I was like around 12 years old. I was fighting the juniors, and then I won my match, and then I was supposed to go to Zimbabwe for the junior championships. But then the trip didn't materialize, so we didn't go. But then I thought this is something I can do, because I used to play football a lot. But then I mixed football and boxing. But then I thought, when I saw I could fly with boxing, then I stuck to the boxing more.
So why is that? Why did you choose boxing over football?
Well, I saw that one I could achieve anything just myself. Like, just with football it's a teamwork, but then with boxing it's only you. You're the one who trains hard. You go, you fight hard. That's how I thought, this is something I can do. I thank God I did well with it.
And even back then, do you have some people you used to look up to when you were at boxing? Is there any specific person you are aspiring to be like when early on in your career when you were starting?
Oh yeah, there was a few of them, a couple of them actually. From Kenya here, there was David Harisha Uma, and then there was Modest Napunya Odori. And Napunya Odori used to live with him around Kibra here. So I used to come to train with him here at this hall as well. And he was in the national team by then. And he used to give me some tips on what to do and movements and stuff like that. And they were adorable to watch when they're fighting. When they fight, you see like Harish was like they call him professor. He was so smart that you enjoy the boxing, and
Yeah.
it's like just he's having fun, but still winning his matches.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Omar, I want to get into boxing. Well, not me, but I know there are many people who want to get into boxing. They've never been in a boxing ring. They've never been to the gym. What is the first thing you do if you're passionate, you love boxing, you want to do that, you're young? How do you go about that?
It's just good to find a person who's like more professional, like a good coach who can explain to you and give you the basics first. They give you the basics and you start with the movements and then how you punch, all different punches. But basically you start punching with the left. If you're right-handed, you start with the left jab. We call it a jab. So just start with the jab, and then from there they take you like 3 months to 6 months. You still stay on the basis until you have figured out everything first. And then they have to teach you how to defend yourself before you put on the gloves to go and start sparring.
Let's talk about your accomplishments. You have accomplished a lot in the world of boxing. Let me start, for instance, the Olympics. You represented Kenya at the Olympics as a boxing champion. Tell me what was happening at that time. What was going through your mind? The first time you've met the team, you're cleared, you're going to be traveling to represent Kenya. Tell me about that moment.
Yeah, during the Olympics, that was one of my greatest moments because Olympics is a whole universal sport. Like everybody in the universe, they're all in the Olympics. So you're gonna meet anyone, and if you win the Olympics medal, it's one of the top medals. Like if you have an Olympic gold, you're one of the best in the world. You can win this Commonwealth Games, African Games, but then the Olympics one is the highest one. So it was good. It was a good feeling trying to be there. But at that moment too, I was ranked number 5 in the world.
Yes.
I was number 5 in the world, so I knew there was only about 2 or 3 people. There was a Cuban and a Frenchman. 2 of them, those I knew will have a competition there. But then the other ones I thought I would just pass through with them, But it didn't happen like that. Because there was a different system. When we went there was a computer scoring system started. And that's how, and we didn't train for that scoring system.
Right. But then you went on to win gold for Kenya in 1994 at the Commonwealth Games. Tell me about that, the experience, you coming, beating everyone, taking home gold. It was quite an accomplishment.
I was so happy about that, and it was my first time actually playing that. I went up to heavyweight. I started as a junior, but then at that time I was in the heavyweight. So I felt so happy about it because I could fight so easily with those heavy people, But I used my technique on movements and everything. That's what boxing is all about.
Yeah, it's true.
Boxing is just about, it's called science. You have to do your calculations.
Right.
Yeah.
So who was the toughest opponent you ever met? Like, in a boxing match, like the toughest opponent who, like, you probably won, but then they put up a good fight.
Well, yeah, there was this, in the semifinals for that on the Commonwealth Games, there was this Irish guy. I forgot his name, but he was an Irish. He was really tough, but I used my speed against him and my technique. That's the tool which helped me a lot in boxing. After the Commonwealth Games, I thought then we went for the King's Cup in Thailand. So that one includes a lot of Asian and some European countries who come to Thailand there. So I won gold there too as well. So then fighting against the Russians was another hard fight as well. But then I overcame them.
Yeah.
So it was a good feeling to get Then after King's Cup, then we went to the All African Games in Zimbabwe. That was just an easy, I just sailed through.
You sail
Yeah.
easily through it.
And most of those people, they used to call me the African giant. So they were,
Yeah.
if they know or they're fighting Omar, they know how this is going to be a tough fight. And of course, it did.
I love that.
Yeah.
You are known as the African giant.
Yeah.
Amazing. So walikuwa na kuogopa. They hear Omar is coming.
Yeah. Even at the time, we used to play with Uganda. There was this tournament called Bruno Rafiki. Every Jamhuri Day, either we go to Uganda or the Ugandans come here. So every year we go. This other day we went to Uganda, and during the weighing in, the guy was there. And then coming to the tournament in the evening, going to the fights, he didn't show up and it's in his hometown. He didn't even show up. The guy,
So that's an automatic win for you.
yeah.
When the opposition doesn't come.
I get a walk over, yeah.
So you were scared.
Yeah, of course. He didn't want to be beaten in his own
Did you want to be a
hometown.
punching bag?
Yeah.
I love that. All right, let me take you to Olympics. Let me take you back to Olympics a little bit. If you were to redo Olympics again in 2026, what will you do differently? Because you are ranked number 5 among everybody that was there. You came 5th. What will you do differently to ensure that you get the gold medal?
It's not me, it's the coach's job they should have known what to do and come and train us what to do, It was the coach's job, but it wasn't I tried my best.
You did well.
But then the coaches didn't explain to me, don't do this, do this. I just fought the way I used to with my speed and stuff.
Yeah.
But then whatever happened,
Right. And then also it was, okay, this is a bit controversial, but it is in the 90s. And then the way things are in 2026 is a bit different with how things were then.
Yeah.
Were you treated the same way as your counterparts who are not African? Or were you treated poorly?
No. In sports, I don't think they have this kind of treatment.
Yeah.
But then at some point, it gets to a level where they don't. They want their country to be on top. And most of the judges and the refs are from that country. Now, if we have trained our judges and referees as well to represent and be there on the table, that would be a different story altogether. But then now, I think nowadays the refs they get more training as well.
Yeah, true. So how has boxing changed over the years from the time when you are actively fighting to now in a point in your life where you're now coaching? How has it changed?
It's changed a little bit, but then see the thing is, I think those days we used to train so hard. We didn't have much equipment. Nowadays they have a lot of equipment. They can go to the gym, they can do this. We just trained traditionally and it was all in our mind. Nowadays they have everything. They can, I think they can do much better now. But you see the result, there's no results.
Yeah.
When they got the tournaments nowadays, even now, there's no Kenyan was qualified for the Olympics.
Oh.
Imagine. There's the qualifications which are going on.
No Kenyan qualified?
No, none.
But then, while we're still on that, let's talk about Kenyan boxing.
Yeah.
What is wrong with it? What are we supposed to do to make it right? To get it back to, the glory days?
I think they just need a lot more exposure. Just get them going for tournaments everywhere. With us, we used to travel 3-4 times in a year. You go to this tournament, you go to another tournament, so you get that exposure. You used to fighting abroad. But then these guys here nowadays, I think they just go to one tournament a year. And then now when they go to the next one and next year, they're in shock when they're in a different country. It won't be the same. They won't be acting the same like they do at home.
Even confidence-wise.
The confidence doesn't there.
You look at the opponent's gear,
Yeah.
And the yeah.
They used to the opponents here, but then when they got to see Mzungu, then they see, oh, this guy is a different
I
person.
think it's somehow superior a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes people tend to
And
think.
it's all psychological. Back in our days, we used to think, oh, Mzungu isn't figure. Like, this guy can't beat me. And you do it and you win.
So mindset.
It's still mindset, yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. Now we're still talking about Kenyan boxing. Are you familiar with the term weka mawe?
Just as
You don't know
I
weka
don't know.
mawe? There is this tournament that is coming up. This,
I see them.
yeah.
I see them on TikTok
It's
and all that. But
very hyped.
they hype it.
Yeah.
And who was they beat? Who did they beat?
So they're fighting against each other. So there's Majembe and there is Mbavu Destroyer.
Yeah, what's their record? You tell me what's their record. Do they have they fought even in the novices or the intermediates? So who sanctioned those fights? Is it the professional body or the amateur body?
No, it's the amateur body, definitely.
There's the KPBC, the professional ones, huh? And then there's the amateur one, BFK. They have to have the referees there and everybody. And there's rules. This ones, I don't know who's gonna who's gonna be on the ref, who's gonna be the judge.
What's your approach to the street fights? Like those ones you go, like the street fights, but then I don't know how they go about it, but what's your take on that kind of fight? It's not like professional, but the amateur level.
That's a street fight. That's not like the one they're doing this Majembe people. And that's a street fight. It's because we don't allow people. These kids are we don't allow them to fight on the streets.
Right.
You just fight here and then you fight in the ring. That's about it. That's self-discipline. Because it's a sport. It's not fighting. You take it as a sport.
I love that. All right, let's talk about you competing internationally. Like say when you're in Denmark for training, how did that change your mindset and even your approach to boxing?
I saw that at that time they had more they were well equipped. So it was an advantage for me to train there and still up my game,
Also, when you're outside there, what is the one thing you picked and then you brought it back home with you?
Yeah, just it's nothing different. Just they have more equipments, which we lack here. You go to a gym there from areas where there's some weights, a little bit, and then there's the speedball, all different kinds of stuff. Like they do weights in the same area, and then they do sparring and the boxing as well in the same area.
Right.
So like here, you have to come here for boxing only. And then you go to another gym somewhere to look for a bit of weights.
Oh, yeah.
Which helps a little bit, but not like you don't do heavy weights for boxing. No.
All right. I like that. And in your own words, how can you describe your style of boxing? I know different coaches have different approaches and styles. Yeah.
They call it style. Some people used to call me Fundi. Same like Professor, the one I used to like, because I used to fight like Muhammad Ali, just movements and I had the hand speed and everything. Yeah. I was just a clean boxer.
Right.
That's what I would say, it's a clean boxer.
All right. So among the coaches you had, do you have one specific one you remember who taught you like the best ring strategy?
No, there's no my coach, just my coach, but he's not there anymore. Coach Elias Gaberari.
Wow.
He was the one who brought me up and took me all the way to my national level there.
Right. And growing up, you grew up in Kibra.
Yeah, I grew up in Kibera.
And do you say Kibra played a role in you choosing to become a boxer, the environment you grew up in?
No, it's not about the environment. It's just self-discipline. You just take yourself out there, you go for runs and stuff. Like you come and play football. Before coming for boxing, we play football on the grounds there for like 1 hour and then come into the gym. train boxing, and then I go home from school. Those days used to be, you occupy yourself until the evening. By the time you get home, you just do your homework and you sleep, and then the next day you just go to school again. Yeah.
And now you're back in Kibra, the same place you grew up in, and now you're mentoring other upcoming boxers. They're learning from you. You are coaching them. Tell me about that transition, though. The transition of you coming from a professional boxer to now coaching. Was it easy? Was it hard? Is it something you felt that you needed to do for the community?
No, it's just something I felt like I needed to do. Like I need to kind of help back, give back to the community what they gave me. You know, so some kids are already, they've got some jobs through boxing as well, just through the academy. Some are professional boxers now, and we're still grooming some more. Yeah, and when I see them out there, it makes me happy too to see them well as well. Yeah.
Right, tell me about that. Then you are now the founder of Omar Kasongo Sports Academy. Tell me about the academy, when it was founded and how it is functioning now. Can people outside Kibra come and learn?
Yeah, of course we welcome anybody who wants to come to join us. Yeah, and we started around 2014. 2015 we were in the National League. We actually came third. The police and the armed forces were first and second, and then OKS was third. We were number 3 in the league, National League.
Oh, nice.
So we did that as well, and went on until 2019 during the COVID. You know, everything stopped working, and then now getting back onto our feet now, that's where the problem started now. There's no, we have to, like, people who are like well-wishers who just come in and say, oh, take the boys to the tournament, like that, stuff like that. And then there's no like specific promoter or company that supports
Even the
us.
government?
No, not even the government. So I wish the government could come in and help.
Right.
Maybe they'll come one day.
Yes, because Talanta is just here.
Yeah.
And maybe when Talanta becomes active, so maybe it's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And if they are watching right now, anyone watching, including the government bodies, what would you like to tell them?
Oh, just to give us that opportunity and the support. If we get the support, like through funding and equipment, we'll really appreciate that. And then it'll take these kids out of the streets as well. Most kids sometimes they come here and then they give up. You see them walking on the streets and doing different stuff, like starting to smoke weed and drinking and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right.
But then when they come here, at least they get out of here and they go home and they're tired. They got no time for that kind of stuff.
So what is the one lesson you instill in your students? What is the one thing you have to make sure all of them take with them, even when it's time for them to leave the academy?
It's basically just to discipline yourself, like respect. If you give respect, you'll get back the respect, you know. You respect the young and the old, they'll respect you back. And that's how you get your engineer. You teach them that discipline, to respect each other all the time. And respect adults and respect your young ones too.
Right. What impact do you hope to achieve, like especially with this Omar Kasongo Sport Academy? Yeah.
I'm just trying to help the kids to stay out of the street. That's basically that.
Right. So give us some of the names. Do you, the students whom you've trained, the trainees who passed through your hands and they've gone up to do bigger things. Can you name a few maybe?
Yeah.
That are doing so well right now?
No, there's Martin Achebi, there's Denzel Onyango, There's Wasike, Joshua Wasike. They're all fighting professionals now. And they are on top of the game now as well. They have belts. All of them have titles.
For anyone watching you right now, they know you as the legendary Omar Kasongo. Anyone who wants to walk your footsteps, to go through the whole, to just do the things you've been able to achieve,
Yeah.
what would you tell them? Like, wanting to achieve everything you have achieved so far.
For somebody to be able to achieve that kind of stuff, you have to, like I always say, just discipline yourself. And then you train extra hard, because once you get to the number one position, it's very hard to maintain that position.
True.
So you have to work extra hard to be on top there. So you can get on top easily, but then you can get down again. But then
Yeah.
being hanging in there, that's
Being number one is the hardest job.
yeah. But then maintaining that is
Being number one is easy.
Yeah.
Maintaining
yeah.
that position
So just
hard.
maintain it with your discipline and everything.
Nice. So in the current boxing scene we have in Kenya right now, who do you think has the potential to become the greatest, the biggest new thing
Biggest news.
with the boxers we currently have? Yeah. Who do you think has potential?
In amateur and professional.
You can tell us both in the amateur boxing and professional boxing.
I think in professional we have Martin Achebi, and then now in amateur there's this guy, the middleweight, but his age now is already like he's I think 28, 29. So he's got no future like to become the best. We have to groom another younger blood who can be at the national team. If somebody becomes in the national team at 18 or 19 years old, that one has got time to prove himself.
So for the young people watching,
Yeah.
you advise them the earlier they start, the better.
That's the trick. Yeah, that's why we have to be. You have to be at least near the national team when you're 17, 18, 19. Then by at least 24, you're already ripe,
Okay, I hear that. It's just the same as football. In terms of age,
Yeah.
boxing is just the same as football.
Yeah.
Ah.
Any sport, because there's the older you get, there's this stuff where your mind tells you something different, and then your body reacts different, So, yeah.
There are many things you want to do, but your body
Yeah.
will not let you.
That's the thing where once you start having a family around, like the wife and the kids, that's the time you have to start quitting to quit the competitive sports.
Right.
Because when you're competitive, when you have no baggage, around the house, you're just by yourself. You focus. But then if there's a kid running around here, then school fees, you go up, you haven't given them food for the night.
True.
So your mind works a lot.
Do you coach privately?
I do some private works, yeah. At the Hill Park Hotel. Hill Park Hotel around Hill Park area, Hillside. And then the Flex Gym as well. Just around Upper Hill area. Those two gyms there.
So you do for organizations. How about individuals?
No, just for with my clients, yeah. Yeah. But then
If my cameraman here
Yeah.
was to afford you, would you provide individual lessons?
we'll talk. We won't disagree. We'll have to come to an agreement
talk.
somehow. We can talk.
Nice. Tell me about the legacy. What legacy do you want to leave behind? When people think of Omar Kasongo, what do you want them to think?
Just The boy from Kibera. That's what they used to call me when I was young. They say, look, Kibera. Up to now, they still know me as the guy from Kibera.
A boy from
Even
Kibera.
after I've traveled all over the world and then I'm back here again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. What is the future of boxing in Kenya?
And once you start as young ones, by the time they're 17, 18, they're good to participate, internationally and stuff like that.
So we need to start with the juniors.
Like what I told you, once somebody has like mzigo in the house, like you won't concentrate, you won't focus, So these kids are the ones who can just come in and
They should put the focus on the junior
tournaments, and get the kids from there and then just take them places, like take them to tournaments, just like that.
across even Africa.
Yeah, even in Africa or out of Africa or somewhere. Then that's where they can find some good boxers. But nowadays, the thing is there's no jobs. Once the kids train like places like here, the armed forces, they take them, police or the army, take them in there. And then the thing is with the forces, they go with the, I don't know what they call it.
Height.
Whoever is up there, you have to let him finish first. And then, so this kid goes there and stays at the barracks, at the camp. Just trains, and he's got talent. He'll lose their talent in it. But he's got a job, people getting job nowadays is not easy. Yeah.
You have traveled the world. What has been the best country you've ever lived in? And is it true home is best?
I think Brunei is one of the best. In Asia. They're easy, nice people, humble people.
All right. Nice. What is your parting shot? What is the one thing you want to leave us with for the viewers, the people who will be watching this?
For the viewers, I will just say, I would say just, if you want to get into the sports or anything, just have self-discipline is very important in every aspect of life. You can go far with that.
How can people reach you?
You can reach me on my email at OKS Academy, OKS, then Academy. Just one word.
Yeah.
At gmail.com. And then in Facebook, I'm Omar Rajab. Yeah, that's all. That's Facebook and Gmail.
Oh, you don't have TikTok?
No, I don't know TikTok. Yeah. That's a letter for the Jambo and the other guy.
Mavu Destroyer.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're definitely wishing you guys the best. We'll definitely come again and see. And wait, before we go. So you said outside boxing, there's also karate.
Yeah.
Are you the one training?
Yeah, they train in the evenings. When we finish, boxing will come at 5 to 7. Then they come in from 7 to, I think, 8. 7 to 8 or 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when Mike Tyson fought with Jake Paul and Tyson lost, people thought Jake Paul paid Mike Tyson to lose because there's no way Jake Paul is just a YouTuber who's been trailing can beat Mike Tyson. But then Anthony Joshua is a professional boxer. So when he fought with Jake Paul, he ended up removing.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible for someone to just come from YouTube, train for a few months and beat a professional boxer? Is it?
No, that's impossible. That's just business. This just come to reality here.
Yeah.
That's like you get paid to just go up there and but then you lose your respect. You lose your name. Somebody just went from nowhere and beats you hard, and you've been beating all these people. All these years. Yeah. It's all business. Like people just come in now to make money and then because of the social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that,
It's all right. Thank you. Thank you for talking to us.
Dive into